Welcome to Dynamic Leaders once again. This is another episode of a lunch bag pattern. This is another design of lunch bag anyway. The height of this lunch bag is 10.5 inches. The width is 9 inches. The side, the gusset will be 5.5 inches. The length actually will be the same 10.5 inches. The materials needed will be the brown paper, ruler, pencil, eraser, and my scissors with the tape rule. So let's get started. This lunch bag that we want to draft the pattern will be, we'll start with the gusset. We'll start with the gusset that I told you the measurement will be, the length will be 10.5 inches, the width will be 5.5. So follow me as we'll be drafting the pattern. 5.5 inches, length will be 10.5 inches. You measure 10.5 inches for another 10.5 inches for accuracy. Inches. Then we'll cut it off. To get a perfect curve, because we cannot leave it in this rectangular shape, so we need to curve it. To get a perfect curve, I like to measure 1.5 inches down like this. I like to measure 1.5 and then do my curve. Let's see how I do it. Yeah, you can see how I curve it. I measure 1.5 inches here and also measure 1.5 inches down, just to serve as guideline for a perfect curve anyway. So I'll now use my scissors to cut it off. Can you see? Ta-da! Can you see? My gusset pattern is ready now. Yes. Now I want to, what I want to do now is to determine where the curvy part of my main, the curvy part of the main pattern of the bag will start from and where it will end from. But everything will be done on this, will be determined from this gusset pattern. Let's get started. So I want it to be 3 inches. I will be measuring 3 inches down from the top of the pattern down to 3 inches. 3 inches. Let's notch the center of the of the pattern. You know, if we want to add handle, that small handle that we can use in carrying the lunch bag, it will be on at the center of the gusset. That's why we are notching, so that we will know where it will be. And then this 3 inches down that we measured here, the curvy part will start from this 3 inches, and this is the back pattern. This is the back where the zip will start from, and it will end at this 3 inches, the front 3 inches. So 3 inches from the back and 3 inches from the front. For this pattern, I'm saying for this pattern. So I will now notch these 3 inches. Now, to now get the total length of the body of the bag, we will start our measurement to determine that we will measure from the center already notched. We will measure it around the gusset. Let's get started. Yes, can you see? The total length is 28 inches. The total length of the body of the bag is 28 inches. Remember, the width is 9 inches. So we will now measure our pattern now. 28 inches long by 9 inches. 9 inches by 28 inches. By 9. Yes, this is the length of our bag. Now, the length of the pattern of the main body of the bag by 9 inches. So now, to now determine where the curvy part will be, we'll now measure from our already notched 3 inches down. We'll measure it round to the next 3 inches. We'll start from this 3 inches to the next 3 inches to determine the length. But this is about 4.75. That's the center where the handle will be. Remember, don't forget that. You can write it down, 4.75, where and that short handle might be. You understand? If you want it, some don't like it and majority want it. We will continue to measure down to the next 3 inches. So the length is now 9.5. The length here is 9.5. So you measure your 9.5 down. 9.5 at the other side. 9.5. Join them together. You can write it down, 4.75, where the and that short handle might be, you understand, if you want it. Some don't like it and majority want it. We'll continue to measure down to the next 3 inches. So the length is now 9.5. The length here is 9.5. So you measure your 9.5 down. 9.5. At the other side, 9.5. Join them together. So this is 9.5 now. Then you now continue. You leave about 1 inches, for your joining. This place will join to the back. They will still join. You will sew this one together with this. So where your zip will start from will be, just measure 1 inch here to the right and 1 inch to the left. 1 inch to the left. Then remember, this is 9 inches. Look for the center, which is 4.5. 4.5. Just measure 1 inch to the right, just for perfect curve. 1 inch to the right, 1 inch to the left, 1 inch to the left, and you have already measured. Yes, for your perfect curve, just measure like this. Just measure however you want it, but let it join that place. Then fold. Then you cut it out. You cut it out. Our pattern is ready. E-I-E-I-O. Our pattern is ready. E-I-E-I-O. So remember, you have 2 of this for the left and for the right. 2 of this. Here, you will have your zip sewn around this, but when you are placing your pattern on the fabric or the material you are using, remember to add 1/4 inch for the zip. Just add 1/4 inch to this pattern. Just add additional 1/4 inch round like this, so that you sew your zip on it. Here too, you add 1/4 inch to this place too, so that you can sew your zip on this place. Then you now join it together. Remember, I told you to write 4.75 down the other time, where you place, if you want to place this short handle on your lunch bag. So you start from here. You measure the 4.5 from here down. That's 4.75 rather. This is where 4.75 is. This is where 4.75 is. Bang. If you want to put your short angle there, just notch. So when you are sewing, you first of all sew your handle here, then you now place the next thing you will be doing here is maybe you want to put pocket, you want to put your handle, your webbing. You sew it round by the side where the adjuster will be. So those are just the thing. Our pattern is ready, and this front part, if you want to just measure it down, you know we measure 7.5 that time on this place. So you measure your 7.5 here, down here. So if you want to add character, you want to add anything to the front of your lunch bag to decorate it, to make it beautiful, so the 7 from here to here will be, or let's say to 8 inches. That's where whatever you want to use to beautify your lunch bag will be. You're just good to go, baby. Try yours out. I'll be waiting to see yours.